Hello everybody, welcome to another one of our online fitness videos. Today we are going to be looking at some family fitness exercises that can be done with parent and a child at home. So I'm here with Kanzen squad member Glenn Miller. Alright son?
Right, hold on.
Wait, what? Anyway, right, let's get started. So first one's very straightforward. You don't need too much space, so we're just going to stand 1 meter apart here. So to squat high five, or high foot, or low foot, if you want. Anyway, hands on your head. Again, reference back to our previous video with our legs workout. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart with your toes turned out. And then together, we squat down. And as we come up, if we both use our right leg in the middle, there's a bit of balance, little touch, and back. And down, and the other side here. Try and make sure it's a nice controlled touch. And obviously, to add difficulty, you can raise the height at which you touch your feet together and down. Okay, and it can be a little competition as well. And done. Okay, so again, you can complete that for 10 repetitions, 15, 20, depending on your fitness levels. Or again, it can be for intervals of time, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and so on. Okay, our next one is for the adult or parent. Will be in the plank position, like so, in the middle. This is slightly different one. Okay, what we're going to do is Glenn is going to be crawling underneath, and then he's going to jump over. Now, try and make sure you're jumping over the legs, just so there's no accidents or any injuries. And again, and over and down again. And make sure the jump is both feet same time. For juniors who are doing the jump, that way. Okay. Now obviously again that one can be done for repetitions in terms of the number of unders and jumps, or again for length of time, intervals of 20 seconds, 30 seconds, upwards to a minute. Okay, and obviously make sure you're taking appropriate breaks where required. That one, the next one's very similar. Okay, it's kind of a high plank position done from a press up. So we're here with your hips quite high, making sure you squeeze your glutes quite strong and you have a strong frame. So Glenn will demonstrate as so. He will put his hands across my hips there. So I need to make sure that I'm quite strong. Make sure it's on the hips, not on the lower back. Okay, so definitely on the hips. Make sure they're nice and high, squeezing the legs strong. And then he proceeds to jump over without stopping. So it's continuous jumps this time, which is slightly different from the last one. And he could increase the speed or the height, depending on what you're trying to achieve, and rest. Okay, so that one's quite similar with a few differences there. So we can alternate those last two exercises. Again, could be number of repetitions, time, intervals. It's entirely up to you. Okay. Following on from that, if we're both seated in the middle position here, so interlocking our legs here with our knees raised up high, okay, we're going to go back and we're both going to complete a sit-up. Obviously, if the adult or the senior parent's legs are hooked round on the inside, just makes it a little bit easier for the juniors to get up. So as we come up, we're going to high elbows. Very right, good shout. High elbows, obviously due to the current situation. Down, elbow, 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 elbow. Trying to keep your legs as still as possible. Elbow, elbow, up. Okay, and again, that can be done for as many repetitions as you desire, or time intervals as well. Okay, just take a quick drink if you need. Now the next one's slightly more challenging. Please be careful. I've warned you there. So it's up to you now. Okay. The adult or the parent will lie down like so. Here. And then Glenn is going to lie down with his head down towards my feet with his hands there. And he's just going to place his feet across here and then just go down just now. So we start off in this position. So the rolling press up. So I push and Glenn push simultaneously. So when I count one, we're both going to push. 1, up, making sure you keep a strong core. Down 2, then we're going to go to the right. Okay, so when I say go, we're both going to roll. Go, Now we're here. Now we both push again, up, and then down, and then return. Together, push, go. Keeping a strong core, down 2, over 3, up 4, down 5, and roll back 6. Okay. Now obviously, with the increased difficulty level there, you need to be very, very careful. Definitely be taking your time, and of course making sure that your core is braced before you push your partner up. And when you're rolling over, make sure you have enough space as well. But be very, very careful on that exercise. We've got one more. Again, it's another core exercise. So if we're both lying down here in the middle. So these pendulum leg raises or leg swings. So either partner can start with the legs in the middle, one with legs on the outside. So we both lie back, hands out to the side. Again, keeping our lower back touching the floor at all times. So you might need to have a cushion or a pillow in there if you're struggling to do that. So from here, we're going to lift our legs a little bit off the floor. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up and around as Glenn goes in and up. Just making sure not to touch the floor, making sure not to go too high, and then switch. Again, keeping your core, your toes pointed forward, core engaged. Continue to breathe throughout. And rest. Okay. So there we have some exercises that can be done with families at home, with kids of all kinds of ages. Obviously, you may need to adapt some of their exercises to suit your fitness levels. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Glenn.
No problem. Thank you.
I remember that old man comment.
Yeah.
Thank you.